We are at the Elsinore Heat and Power Plant, which is running on wood chips. It's very important for us to have a representative test taken, because if we estimate 1% wrong, you could say, in the humidity of the wood chips, then we will pay around 1 million too much in Danish kroner, 1 million too much a year. And that's where this randomization comes into picture, and that's what this thing can do. When we bought it, it was a good match between reliability and sturdiness and price, so we chose this one, and it's been running other plants also, so we knew it was a system which had been tested. The truck driver, he will come to this panel, start the process, and we have lights in the depth which tells him where to go. That means that we have the randomized option of where in the length of the truck will the sample be taken. He will look into the monitor, and the monitor is from a camera which is looking on the truck from upside down, and that will tell him if there's an obstacle or something which will prevent the sample from being taken correctly. Now he acknowledges that he is in this position where the sample is to be taken, and now the sampler is moving in over the truck. What happens is that this lands, it rams down into the wood chips and closes itself on its way down, and on its way up it opens and takes a sample from the desired depth. The sample goes into this funnel. We have some vibration and some air, making sure that a sample from one truck don't go over to the sample from another truck. The truck driver takes this bucket and he delivers it to the lab, and he puts in another bucket, and then it's ready for the next driver.
This was the fourth sampling station built in Denmark. In 2015 it was decided to replace natural gas with sustainable biomass for heat and power production purposes, and already 5 years later, in 2020, as you can see next to me, was an entirely new biomass unit built. New boiler, silos, transportation system, and of course the Mark and Wedell truck sampling system. Because so many trucks need to be sampled and need to be sampled precisely, it has been decided to take a representative sample of each end of the truck, both front end and back end, which means that 4,700 individual samples are being taken in the sampling building behind me. I'm standing in front of what used to be Denmark's largest power plant unit, based primarily on coal, and during its heyday approximately 13,000 tons of coal was being consumed at this power plant. That stopped because in 2020 it had all been converted into the biomass power plant, which you can see behind me, and through this great initiative Ørsted has reduced CO2 emissions from this power plant by 800,000 tons each year. Each year 2,300 trucks pass through the Mark and Wedell truck sampling station, and they all stop because it's very important that Ørsted gets a representative sample of its load, and that's for moisture calculation purposes according to the fuel contract.
Når lastbilerne ankommer her til prøveanlægget, så skal de vælge, om det er et lastbil med hænger, eller om det er med sætlad. Og I tilfældet her har de valgt, at det er en med hænger, og så kvitterer de på knappen her. Den sætter gang i en tilfældighedsgenerator, som vælger en placering af lastbilen i forhold til prøvespydet på anlægget. Vi modtager ca. 200.000 tons flis om året, og de 65.000 tons, det er på lastbiler. Vi har ret stor interesse i, at vi får taget en repræsentativ prøve af de her lastbiler, og jeg står her ved vores anlæg, som vi har valgt på grund af en god mekanisk løsning, og at det er driftssikkert. Vi har allerede anlægget stående på 2 af vores andre værker.